Hello, everybody. My name is Storm Sand. Welcome to my social engineering with artificial intelligence presentation. This is a presentation for my cyber operations class with instructor Alex Hepp. Just before we get started, I would like to give a disclaimer that this presentation is strictly for educational purposes only. I am not liable for any misuse or harm arising from the demonstrated techniques that I will show in this presentation. This is strictly for my cyber operations class and should not be used for any other purposes besides educational. First, I would like to get started with understanding what social engineering is. So social engineering is a technique used by attackers to psychologically manipulate their victims and exploit them into revealing vulnerabilities or just allowing access within a restricted system. Some common attack methods using social engineering is phishing, which is like a fake email, is trying to get you to reveal sensitive information or credentials or download some type of malware by pretending to be someone else via email that they aren't actually. There's pretexting, which is creating a fake scenario that would be able to obtain the confidential data. So creating a false sense of urgency, acting as some kind of official or maybe an employee of a company to fool someone into giving you information that you're not supposed to be accessing. There is baiting, which offers incentives to lure victims in. So like incentives of money, of fixing your computer to make it go faster, to various different services that they could offer that would trick the victim into downloading some type of malware or bad package. And then there's tailgating, which is gaining unauthorized physical access to a secured facility. You can do this by following someone who does have access in that facility in through the door, or maybe by pretending to be someone that is supposed to have access. And yes. So now let's move on to the impact that AI has on social engineering. So AI is able to automate the number of these attack procedures on a very large scale. So instead of having to send each individual phishing email or any of the other techniques, it can do these in mass and at a high, with high quality. It can do thousands and hundreds and thousands of emails or attacks at once, potentially. Another factor is the enhancement of personalization and the increased effectiveness of these attacks. Since AI is able to do research on multiple different targets at the same time, it can research your social media pages to get more personal information of you, and it's just able to do a lot more research a lot quicker. So it's able to put together a lot more personalized and human-like attacks. And then the creation of the attacks are sophisticated and hyper-realistic. So when it comes to like deepfakes and voice cloning, sometimes there's almost no way to tell the difference between what is real and what is fake. And that's something we're running into now that is quite concerning and something we're going to have to be aware of in the future. First, we'll start with the AI-generated phishing emails. These emails have the capability to gather a large amount of data and to trick people into downloading malware and bad packets. Like I mentioned earlier, it can be highly personalized with AI because the AI is able to do a lot of research and is able to find ways to seem as human as possible. Next, I'm going to show you a little AI-generated phishing email here. So as you can see, this looks like it's an email from Google saying that they've recently detected unusual login activity on our email. And for security, they want us to fill out this form and send it back. So at first glance, this looks pretty legit. And someone with less technical knowledge may download this form because they don't want to lose their Google account because this looks legit. It looks like a Google email and all that. So what happens once we download the form? We got phished. Once you download the packet, you have downloaded the malware that the attacker has implanted in that email, and you have successfully been phished, and your system has been compromised. So what are some giveaways with this AI-generated phishing email that maybe could have gave us some heads up before downloading the file? Well, first, if you take a look at the email address here, it is a misspelled email address. At first glance, it looks like a account security at googlessupport.com email. You'd think that might be legit, but if you look a little closer, Google has one too many O's and is misspelled. So this is a fake domain. This is not a real, authentic Google account. That is one way to tell. Another way to tell is that the email itself is adding urgency to the email and is trying to get us to do something in a short amount of time, or else we're going to face consequences. Typically, you're not going to see this in a legit email. Another giveaway would be the suspicious looking signature. It just says "Thank you" from Google security team. Google isn't going to leave something that just says Google security team like that. So these are some of the key things that you might be wanting to look for when looking for phishing emails, because they can be easy to miss. Next, we will go on to the deepfake technology. Understanding deepfakes, they're hyper-realistic AI-generated videos and images of people. They can make people like you and I look like they are speaking and sound like they are speaking something that they are not. It can be 100% fabricated, but it's just a AI-generated deepfake. So these are very risky because they can spread misinformation very well. They can harm reputation. You can do severe harm to reputation if you were to made look like you were saying something that you weren't actually saying. So next, I will show you a demonstration using a deepfake and just how scary these things can really be here. So we will use the following demonstration here. I'm gonna just disable my camera so you can watch this demonstration. Hello, this is going to be a demonstration of generating a deep fake using AI, just by using a free-to-use website. So first, what we will do is we're going to go to heygen.com, and you're going to create an account. I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in here. This is free to use, free to sign up with. Once you have an account, you're going to want to go to create a video. You're going to choose what kind of video you want to create. We're going to click avatar video. We're going to choose what kind of orientation we want it in. I'm going to choose portrait mode. So here is where you create your avatar. You have a list here of pre-made avatars. If you would like to use that list, you are able to use that list. You are also able to record your own avatar and create your own avatar. I have already created my avatar for demonstration purposes, so we're going to load that one up. The way you create this avatar is just by recording a video of you just saying a couple words for a minute or so, and then the AI will train using that video. So we're going to choose this and I'll load it up here. Then we're going to edit what I say. We will make this live on the spot. This is not pre-recorded. I haven't recorded any dialogue before this. So let's just type it as we go. This is not my real voice, and I am actually not real at all. This video is 100% AI generated for my cyber operation. Okay. We're gonna just save that there. Delete this one, didn't mean to do that. Now we have our script made for our avatar to say, and we will go to preview. And we're gonna want to have the animation go. So let's hit submit. We're just gonna call this one demo, and we're gonna submit. And now the AI is creating the deepfake. It just takes a moment to process. It shouldn't take long at all. As you can see, I have used this before so that I know that it works and I'm familiar with this one. While this one gets ready to use, I will show you one that I made previously. This is 100% AI generated. I did not record this beforehand.
Hey there, it's me, the real, authentic, 100% organic version of myself. At least I think I am. Unless this is one of those deep fake tests. I mean, if I start singing like Freddie Mercury or speaking in perfect Klingon, send help.
So as you can see, I did not actually say that. That is not me talking. That is 100% AI generated. Pretty freaky because it looks, pretty much exactly like I do. It sounds remarkably similar to how I sound. And, if you didn't know who I am personally and weren't familiar with the way I talk, you might be 100% tricked into believing that that was me. And this is really dangerous because imagine you use a presidential person or some dictator or a leader of a country and you make a deep fake of them threatening another country or declaring like nuclear war, for example. This could have massive implications on the world. Now that our demo is done, let's review this demo as well so that you can see that what I typed is what will be said.
This is not my real voice, and I am actually not real at all. This video is 100% AI generated for my cyber operations class.
I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty spot on and a little intimidating to see live. But yes, I thank you for watching my presentation. I hope that this was helpful. And if you guys want to play with this yourselves, go ahead. This is free to use. And continue with the presentation. Thank you. Alright, as we can see, deepfakes are readily available for pretty much the general public to create and have some pretty scary capabilities. Next, we are going to move on to voice cloning. Voice cloning is similar to deepfakes, but it's just using voices. They're able to replicate voices of pretty much anyone realistically with using minimal training or audio samples. But you can find most audio samples on the internet plentiful. The threats of this are similar to that of the deepfakes, is that you want to be very careful of the impersonation and identity theft going on with these ones, because it can be pretty hard, especially with no video, to distinguish someone's voice from AI. And I have a little demonstration here going over that as well. And I will play that now. Hello, this is going to be a demonstration of voice cloning with AI. First, what you will need to get started is you're going to have to go to this website, fakeyou.com/TTS. It's going to bring you to a page like here. You can go to the main page. You can scroll down here, go to text-to-speech. For our demonstration, that's what we will be doing. You can choose your voice. They have a library of voices here. As you can see, some celebrity voices, some political voices, some video game character voices, some various voices. Let's pick Mark Zuckerberg for this demonstration. And we can choose what he says. So let's say, I am shutting down Facebook immediately. Everyone's data will be sold to China. And now we can just hit the speak button. And it takes a while to create sometimes, but this one might go quickly. It's very quick indeed. Let's play what we wrote.
Down Facebook immediately. Everyone's data will be sold to China.
So as you can see, that was a little choppy. I made another one using Morgan Freeman's voice that's a little bit more clear. So let's try that one.
I am Morgan Freeman. Or am I? I might be I. Or I might just be a voice in your head.
That one was much better. So as you can see, it is very possible and very easy for AI to clone your voice. This is just a free website that anyone can go to. You're also able to make your own AI voice using this website, but that is a paid feature. Though they might not be 100% accurate on this free website, it is very, very close and could pass as an imitation to someone with a little less technical knowledge. And there's also AI modules out there that do a much better job at mimicking voices than this one does. This is really dangerous because it highlights how easy it is for AI to clone a voice. Imagine that someone calls your grandmother and they use a AI recording of your voice to try and get your grandmother to send them money over like through a wire or something, saying that you're in trouble in another country and that you need them to send them money and you'll pay them back. And it sounds exactly like you, and your grandma would have no reason to think that it is a AI, but the attacker could use something similar to this software here, and they could trick her. They could trick your poor grandma into sending the money, and your grandma would be officially scammed and out of money. Alrighty, so that is how you can use a free website to clone voices. You can have celebrity voices, and you can record your own voices of that. And there's a lot of capabilities in it, which is pretty scary. So coming to the end of this, we want to think of the ethical implications that this may have. You know, there's obviously the privacy concerns with AI because we're not giving consent for AI to train and use our likeness and voices to train their models. There's the legal aspect behind it, like, is it illegal to create deepfakes? Is that some kind of, like, where's the consent come in for that? And, you know, the effects that this could have on society. You could deepfake, like I said earlier, a president declaring war. You can deepfake celebrities saying horrible things. You can, you know, anything you can think of to kind of slander or create conflict, you could achieve by this. Some safeguards that we might be able to implement would be just kind of cybersecurity awareness training. You know, it's hard to fight against these things. The best we can do is kind of educate our people and to not believe everything that they see at a first glance. And then just implement more authentication processes and try to use AI to detect these deepfakes and these voice clones as well as make them. That comes to the conclusion, to the end of my presentation. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I hope that you learned something. Thank you very much, and have a great day.